Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194, and appreciate you taking the time to visit, check out my video. And we're back here in LFM, and we're doing the longer race this time here at Suzuka. It's a 45-minute race with a pit stop, and you must take fuel. So I'm just starting off with 50 liters. And then I'll add tires and fuel. I don't think you have to get tires, but you have to get fuel, which I'll get tires anyway. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's it's just been a hard weekend this weekend with racing. I just haven't been able to do anything. I mean, either I'm caught up in stuff or I make mistakes as far as being in the wrong place. Not that blaming anybody. It's just just people wrecking in front of me and I get caught up, and just all kinds of different stuff. I think I've had one good race at Silverstone out of 6, so definitely not doing good. I really need a good race. This is my second attempt here.
Green line, go.
Got taken out here also, got caught in a wreck.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Driscoll and Clifford are in here. Same ones I race with.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was my fault.
Pit window is opening.
Come on, dude, don't. That's actually Clifford in front of me. Lost some position, see if I can come back. For now, I'm just trying to finish. Dang it! Get killed.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
It's really cold, so I'm trying to get the tires, get some temperature in them. really kind of searching for a setup. I mean, I thought I had one, but just for some reason, it didn't want to work. That fast right-hander, I kept wrecking. So the track must not be holding it or something, because I was fine in practice, you know, when I was practicing. But then when I got to here, these track conditions, it just doesn't want to hold it. Ran a new personal best qualifying, or at least tied it. So that's been a long time going. It. Lost some time there. Didn't go in as hard. So yeah, I'm running max swing. So I'm going to get destroyed down each straightaway. It's the only way I knew how to get this thing to finally grip.
There's a slow car ahead. You're giving a warning for exceeding track limits.
I'll take it.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
to get me. Need to be close to somebody to draft. Yeah, broke himself. Those guys that be fighting. Ooh, that was close. On a turn. Doggone it! Tank slapper. Crap. Man, I need that draft. Come on, push. Arm killing me. Long way to go. Guess I should have took some leave before I started this.
Slow car ahead.
Dang it. It's not coming out that corner good. That's killing me.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. sector 3.
Tires look pretty good. You gotta be kidding me.
Car on the right.
Good night.
On the right.
You can just come right out.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Either overshooting it or undershooting it. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I can't win. Hanging on.
Losing to the car ahead in sector 1.
Oh, I tell you, I was going really good through there and just a couple little slips. Awful lap. I had a little bit more rotation to get through that hairpin. Oh! Clifford lost it, man. Dang it. You might get me. Nope.
We're halfway through. Keep pushing.
Time for pits. Tires look good. Oh, he's going to get me this time, that's for sure.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Come on, turn! Good night. Man, I can't get any harder than that. Hope I didn't get a penalty. That was absolutely to the nth. I'm leaving everything else alone. Everything else looks good. Just need a good pit stop. No damage. Putting fuel in. Arms, give him a rest.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Let's go, go, go. There's a slow car up ahead.
Cold tires, cold tires. a little bit from the Audi. So that's good. Cold tires. Yeah, AMG is great here at Suzuka. Unless they affected the BOP here for it, but I know it's a per track thing.
Slow car ahead.
Keep pushing.
Slow car ahead. Steps so far.
All right, car's doing decent for the how much downforce I have. About what my qualifying time was.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. This is me, your personal best.
man, he's lucky he didn't wreck. An AMG was in the dirt.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Thank you. See if I can get some pressure on him. Getting a little closer. Car feels good. Close, but can't get close enough. push it too much. I can't push it any harder through here.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
No. Dang it. Dang, hit that curb and about wrecked me. I blew that. Don't want to wreck. He's only 2 seconds behind me now. All right, now I got to just keep pushing. Bring it. See if I can finish this out. Dang it, worked so hard to get up near him and then I blow it. Making up some ground. I am really tired too. This thing's wearing me out. If I don't get a handle on this, he's going to be on me in another lap.
Yellow flag in sector 1. You're given a warning for exceeding track limits. Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
pulled out a little bit. Should just do one more lap. I hope. Maybe not. Guess not. Shoot. I got plenty of fuel, so I'm not worried about that. I'm tired.
Pit window is now closed.
Crawled it back a couple tenths. Oh, I got the cars up here. Lap cars. Somebody in the McLaren must have had a problem. I guess this is the final lap. Or I don't know. We'll see.
Even is finished.
Yep. Dude, get out of the way!
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Night. Good grief.
Right, main race is over. Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy in the 8th lap.
Dang, I'm afraid Audie's going to end up overtaking me. 7th place. I'll take it. That was a hard-fought 7th place. Started 10th, I think. I have to get a towel, clean all the sweat off of me. Whew, man, I'm dripping. That was some hard work right there. Man, doesn't feel like it's cool in here. I don't know what my fast lap was. I think it's 20.61 or something. 2 minute .64 was my fast lap. Oh, I still had a decent amount of fuel then. So not too bad, because there's my fuel pit stop there, so that was just the 3rd lap or so, so that's pretty good. And just a little bit difference here, so it could have been a little quicker, but still, that's pretty good for this setup, because it's really not what I wanted. So, again, I'm really happy with that. I needed it desperately with my rating, as I have just had a really bad weekend, mainly at Silverstone here too, but Silverstone, you know, like I said, out of probably 5 or 6 races, I had one decent one. That's the one I posted. That's it. All the other ones, I ended up just trying to finish, just to finish the race or whatever, but way in the back and all kinds of other problems. Here, I started here, about the same position, but ended up getting, guy crashed there at that fast left, you know, down there at the end of the lap, and I got involved in that, couldn't avoid it. So, you know, nobody's fault, but it's just wrong place, wrong time. So again, we'll go ahead and come back to the track and go over the setup, because it's going to take a little longer. Got to give you a couple different options, and of course, we want to go over and visit LFM and see what the results are. Alrighty, well, I did some laps with a couple different differences between the two setups. And so again, I will leave links to both setups in the description. So let's go over them really quick, since we got a little bit more to go over, since we have two setups to go over, and that way it covers, depending upon the track conditions and also your driving style, one might fit better than the other. So basically we'll go over that. And the first one is the one that, and I actually have tweaked it a little bit, but this is the one that I wanted to run there, but that fast left-hander, I want to hold it wide open going through there, and it just wouldn't hold it. It kept spinning out, and I didn't want to start having to go crazy with it, and as far as making adjustments, so I just went ahead and, just pretty much maxed the wing out and made some adjustments to add to that. So again, kind of like reverse engineering type of thing. So anyway, we'll go over this. We got 25.6 all the way around tire-wise. We got toe -0.2 with the camber at -3.4 and the caster at 10. And the toe on the rear is a +0.1 with the camber at -2.8. Now that's going to be the same on both setups. That should be the same. Electronics are 4, 3, and 4, and that should be the same also. For, of course, fuel, 50 liters, #1 brake pad, that's the same. Here with the anti-roll bar, I got 5 on this one, and 52 on the brake bias, and 13 on the steer ratio. The springs are 127,000 on the front with a 600 bump stop rate and a 5 bump stop range. And on the rear, the springs are 187,000 with an 800 bump stop rate and a 15 bump stop range. Anti-roll bar is 3, and the preload on the diff is 70. Now, most of this is all the same. There is few little things that are different between the two. So just letting you know about that. Shocks on the front are 3-1-4-4, and on the rear they're 2-1-3-4. All dialed in by Motec. I'm not going to go over that this time, but it was a little bit out. So again, just from things changing, maybe since the update, and just different packages, different bump stop rates, and like I said, bump stop rates can dramatically change stuff. So from the package I had before. Was a lot different. So basically I had to, and I don't think I did really, to be honest, I didn't do too much with the shocks, but they were kind of far out. So that probably hurt me a little bit because it probably could have hurt me a good 1/10 of a second or more. So, but I got them, they should be pretty close now. Aero got 53 on the bottom all the way down with a 70 ride height, a 3 splitter, a 10 wing, and a 3 and a 3 and the brake ducts in the front. Aero variation is a 2.2 to the positive. And again, this actually is a little bit on the opposite of what I normally do. You could probably go all the way up to near 30 degrees Celsius, high 20s, track 30, low 30s, and still probably get away with this #3 brake ducts. So basically, really, almost to be honest, if it's any cooler, you need to go to 2. Because I'm almost on the verge of doing that now. But if any cooler than if it gets down to like 20, probably anything around 20 degrees, if it drops down to around 20 or right around that or below, you definitely need to go down to 2. I had it at 2 in the race because it was only like 15 or something. So it was cold. It was cool. So I definitely had it at 2 because the tires were couldn't keep enough pressure on them. So again, the brakes would cool off too much. So that is the standard one, and that's the one I wanted to run, but could not, keep the back end from wanting to swap ends. So now let's go ahead and go to the other one. And again, I actually made a few little adjustments again to it compared to what I had in the race, and I think it's for the better. Again, this is all the same. 25.6 for the tires, -2 for the toe, camber's -3.4, caster's 10, Toes positive 0.1 and the camber's negative 2.8. Now again, the reason I go over all this like I do is one, just to kind of talk to you about some certain things that you might want to try or adjust, and also I do go over these like this for the console users, because I mean I don't want to forget you guys out there either, because there's really no way that you can get a link and put it into the console, not that I know of anyway. So you got to put it actually in, by hand. So, you can pause the video, take a picture of each one, and then just put it in manually. But that's the two reasons I go over it the way I do, and I leave a link also for the people that just, get the link and they, on a PC and can put it in there. So that's the reason I do that, or do it this way. Electronics, again, 434. Fuel, 50 liters. Number one brake pad. Mechanical, now I got 4 on the anti-roll bar on this one, 51 in the brake bias. Steering ratio, I had it at 14 in the race. That was a mistake. I should have left it at 13 because it was killing my arms, because that's, especially a hairpin, you got to turn the wheel so much, and I don't like that. So too much wasted time turning. I like it to react pretty fast, so I just clicked it back to 13. But the 51 on the brake bias, and you can go down to 50 with no problem. Springs 127,000 in the front with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 5. And on the rear, the springs are 193,000 with a bump stop rate of 800 and a bump stop range of 15. Anti-roll bars 3 and the preload on the diff is 70. Now, the one thing I did change from the race is in the race I had 137,000 on the springs in the front, but I also think that it was a little understeery at certain times. It felt like the car was just a teeny bit understeery. So you can try that if you want. That's a suggestion. You can go to this if you want to, if you kind of like the feel of it. But with a little softer spring, it helps the front grip a little bit and actually turn a little better, especially the slow run, the slow turns, like that hairpin. That's where I really noticed it, was a hairpin. Like, it just wouldn't turn. The car would, no matter what I do, I'd have to drag the brake out halfway through the turn to get the car to turn at the arc I wanted it to turn. So I really think that the spring in the front makes a big difference, really, in the slow turns. And so that's one of the biggest slow turns. And also the chicane at the end of the lap, going through that, it doesn't upset the car as much either because it's a softer spring. So again, that's the reason I went down with that. But the springs in the rear are the same as I used in the race, but it is different than what the other setup has. So just, again, I keep that in mind. Shocks are the same, 3144 and 2134. So 3144 and 2134. Aero, 53 in the front, a 71 ride height in the rear with a 4 splitter and a 12 rear wing and a 3 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a 0.8 to the positive. So pretty big difference. Now you had a 2.2 to the positive, and now you have a 0.8. So I ran both cars, did some test laps with them, and to be honest, they're really close to the same pace. It's just a little bit different way of doing it. Speed wise, it's not that big a difference. You're looking at probably 1 mile an hour, somewhere in that range. It's just a little different. That's all I can say. I mean, it's just a little bit different way of attacking it. Where this way you really can kind of go, with the max downforce, you can kind of go beast mode and just go, actually just go in there and just, go in as almost as hard as you can, and hopefully not overdo it. You can still overdo it, but I mean, you got a lot of room for, you can slide it a little bit. If it's just sliding a little bit, you can still catch it. You can do a lot of things. So again, it just depends on how you drive and what your style of driving is. But between the two, or maybe the track conditions are a way to where it doesn't really work with the other setup. Because the other setup, it really needs really good track conditions. That's what I would recommend. It needs to be pretty grippy. If it isn't, then I would go with this. And again, I ran my personal best lap with it. I'm sure maybe I could beat that with maybe some other cars that I haven't updated, like the Huracan or maybe the AMG. But, I mean, right now it's still faster than I've ever gone and any of the other cars up to this date. So I'm pretty happy about that with a car that's got a max wing on the back. So I'm pretty happy with that, but I did have to work for it. So again, I appreciate it. And oh yeah, we still got to go to LFM. So we'll go do that. But again, I will leave links to both of these setups again in the description. And again, watching the whole video, I appreciate it. And liking and subscribing and all those things really make a big difference. So again, we'll come back right back and we'll go head on over to LFM. Alrighty, well, we're back here at LFM here on their homepage. So let's see. Again, I've really kind of hurt my ratings again. Just not been a good week. That was, again, one of my best races for the week for sure. Unfortunately, just haven't done good. And sometimes it's just me not being in the wrong place at the wrong time and putting myself in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I'm not saying it's all everybody else pointing the finger. Some of it I should just need to, again, what do you call it? Just kind of look at the big picture, not look at right now. Look at, even if it's where you think you could do better or finish better, what I should say, sometimes you got to kind of back up a little bit just to finish. Maybe it's not as finished as good as you wanted to finish, but finish. And see, that's the problem. And other times, be honest, a lot of times I actually got caught up with people just wrecking, and I had nowhere to go. And I'm not blaming them because that just happens. Things, I wreck too, so things happen. But it just seemed like it was a lot of that this weekend. So anyway, let's go over this. I was in the number one split. Of course, there was only one. But I was in number one. But yeah, I'm not fast enough to get with those super fast alien guys. I wish I was. But yeah, I mean, my fast lap was a 2:64. So just a little faster than my personal best, but I'll take it. Really happy with that. You can see the guy that won. Those two guys there, I mean, they were running 59s. Wow, that's flying. But really happy with my pace. Again, I mean, I'm just not disappointed at all. And see, there's Driscoll. Driscoll was in here. That's not bad. Good lap. He was in a Porsche also, and I don't know what happened to. Looking for there's Driscoll, but where's? I don't see him. There's 30 people in there, so. But anyway, I'm really happy with the outcome. We only had 3 incident points. We gained 0.29 on our SR rating, and we gained 104 on our ELO. And see, the one reason I like this race even more is because it gives you a 1.6 multiplier on your ELO. So to be honest, I'd rather do these races because it affects your ELO in a bigger way. And so compared to the sprint race, it's just 1-to-1. But this is a 1.6, so it multiplies it 1.6. So it definitely is worth more to your ELO than the other one. So and that's what I really need to get my ELO up also. And it's actually better than what I thought it would be because I've been going way down this week on my ELO. My safety rating I've been keeping about the same because I finished the race, and my safety rating barely takes it, hasn't hit too hard because I usually have been finishing the race, but my ELO has been taking a big hit. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. And again, your comments and feedback I appreciate more than you know. And also, liking and subscribing and all those things because, I know there's a lot of really fast guys out there by a long way. And there's all kinds of really good setups. There's all kinds of stuff. I try to do the best I can and, make them solid overall. And in general, I always try to keep in consideration, as far as the balance of the car. So it's, most people can drive them. and things like that. And, you know, a little adjustment here, a little adjustment there to make it the way you like it. But again, I try to, you know, I know there's a lot of good ones out there. So again, I do appreciate your support. And again, I sure hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.